Okay, if you got a little disagreement going on in your relationship, you can hit us up here on KVJ Court, and we will give you a ruling. They want to know if they need to fire the pet sitter or not. It says, my husband and I love to travel, but we also love our pets. It took us a while to find someone to watch our pets that we trusted to come into our house. Well, a year ago, a mutual friend set us up with a great pet sitter. And over the last few years, she's been great. Our pets love her. She's very reliable. Well, my husband and I just got back from a trip, and yesterday, when I went to open the blinds by the couch, I found a condom wrapper sticking out. My husband and I, we don't use condoms. Now, I'm happy that she's getting some. However, I don't like that she is bringing a strange man into my house. Does he now know how to get into my place? Did he scope it out and take a walk through it? Did he steal anything? So many questions. I want to fire her for violating our trust, but my husband says until something turns up missing, we really shouldn't say anything. Now, he knows how particular I am about pet sitters, and he doesn't want to wait years until we find another reliable one until we start traveling again. He said the crime is not serious enough for termination. Who is right? Okay.
And we know this guy's a stranger?
The pet sitter?
No, the person that they were sleeping with. The person they brought there, that we know they're a definite.
Well, it's stranger to them. I mean, they don't know. I would hope that the pet sitter would know who he is. If they just picked up a random guy on the street and made that happen, then that, it's a different story. But yeah, that's it. They don't know whoever it is, and that's what it is. I would hope that she does. So is that a fireable offense if you have a pet sitter and they come into your place and they get busy?
You shouldn't be banging other people's houses like that.
You wouldn't think.
That's you're there to watch the cat.
Right.
Not,
not get a pet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an out of line thing. You're technically at your place of employment.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll see what KVJ TV has to say. Do you fire the pet sitter for that offense, getting busy in your place?
I'm not having them come back, man. I'm sorry. They're on my furniture.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone.
Okay.
They're out. They're
Okay.
out. Yeah, you're not. You have one job. Watch the dog or the cat.
Yeah, I think the only reason for it and the reason why she's even considering is just because, or at least him, he likes at least having a pet sitter. And he doesn't want to stop his vacations.
Well, dude,
he's afraid that it will.
There's so many pet sitters out there, and you're leaving the condom behind? Get it. No, you're done.
Just the wrapper.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not a Capri Sun.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let people sound off on that on KVJ TV right now on YouTube. Let us know what you would do. Another email we got here for KVJ Court says, my son struggles with school, so my wife started helping him with homework, which I was totally fine with. But now I find out that she's just flat out giving him answers and even correcting his online tests while he's sitting there. Sometimes she just does it all on her own. She says that she is just giving him a fighting chance because school is too hard these days. I think we're setting him up to be lazy and dishonest. Is what she is doing is as harmless as she portrays it to be. Okay. So what do you think about that? I personally am not a fan of doing your kids' homework. My wife and I disagree on this point. So it is a fight in our own home. To me, I think you're doing them a massive disservice because they're not going to be learning anything, and that's the whole point of education in the first place. And look, whatever grades you wind up with or the grades that you wind up with, it's just where you are. But it's honest and it's true, and then it's forcing you to learn. I don't like giving somebody an easy out because then if they learn that behavior when they're younger, they'll always try to do it their entire life, and they won't take on something.
And cheating's one of those things is you learn it, and then it goes into other areas in your life.
Right.
It can, I should say.
Yeah. So I am not a fan of helping your kids, at least to that extent. To me, you can help them a bit to make it a bit easier, help them talk through the problems. I'm okay with that, but actually doing the homework for your kids, saying, you know what, we just got to get them through. They'll be fine. We just need to get them a high school diploma and then call it good. So, yeah, I am big on the side of making the kid do the work themselves. But like I said, if my wife were here, she would disagree with me.
Really?
Yes.
What do you mean?
She does. She will jump in and, she'll find, like, if like my son is hard up for a project, we got my older son who's very good at academics. He never needed the help. But, sometimes the other kids do. And she would step in. She's like, no, I got this. Don't worry about it. I'm like, no, he's got to do his own work.
And who would win that battle?
Well, I mean, it's done. I have nothing to say. I protest. I just be like, I'm completely against it. I'm not for it. She's like, well, you don't have to do it. So I'm like, she's like, you just butt out and let me do what I got to do. I'm like, all right. One day I've got a whole list of I told you so's. I just keep adding to the list, whether it be doing the kids' homework, this, that. I'm like, I told you so. I told you so.
That'd make a good podcast. An hour long of I told you so's.
I could do a whole episode. I could probably just rant on each one.
You do a 10-episode series?
It'd be 100 episode. It would keep going. Be like, yeah, Kevin's I told you so's.
I'd listen to that.
My wife wouldn't. But you still doing that dumb podcast that nobody listens to? All right, so I asked about would you fire the pet sitter? They come back from a little trip and they find a condom wrapper that is underneath the sofa. 68% said yes, they would fire the pet sitter.
And it's on your sofa too, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's where you watch TV. You eat Doritos there. It's sacred.
Right. One person's asking, they're saying, how do you know for sure it's the pet sitter that's responsible for that? How long has the wrapper been there? You just discovered it. Could somebody else have put the wrapper there by mistake? I think they're throwing shade at the husband.
Or why couldn't it be the wife? She could have a lover too that left a...
It's true.
A Jimmy hat
But she
there?
found it. You would think if she found it, she'd be like, oh, thank God nobody else found that. So if she's acting surprised that she finds a condom wrapper when she cheated on her husband and her lover left it there, you would think she would have a different reaction than wouldn't blow it up by emailing a radio show.
I don't know.